paging passenger Benjamin Quinlan, paging passenger Benjamin Quinlan. This is the final boarding call for CS file 1.9 to the Nota. Please go to the gate, the final boarding call now. Okay, thank you.
I pretty much was overworked and took some time off to have a sabbatical, and during my 7 months off I drew up a bucket list and thought about what are the things that I want to do, and one of the things that featured among the top of my bucket list was stand-up comedy. And I had a lot of stories and anecdotes from my time growing up. Having a Chinese mother was a blessing in terms of comedy, and I had some friends encourage me to hit the stage and share some of those stories. And one thing led to another, and then the comedy career kind of took off from there. My actual consulting firm, I used to work at Deutsche Bank. I used to be the head of strategy for the equities business here in Asia Pacific. And I think there was a period of time or a point in time in my career where I got offered a promotion to move to London. And that was my kind of light bulb moment where I thought, why don't I go out and do this myself? And I think having the background, having worked in a big consulting firm and having worked in a bank in-house gave me a kind of nice perspective to see both angles and think about what we could potentially do better.
Hey you, bad boy! Give me your money! Okay, ขอบคุณค่ะ
Comedy is about getting people on side. It's about winning over your audience. It's about getting people to like you. All the same comedians can go out and say exactly the same joke, but if you're not likable and you don't deliver it in the right way, people will not laugh. So that's part of the challenge with comedy, because there's no universal sense of humor. Just as there is no universal character that's going to please everyone, you really have to pay attention to your audience in a business meeting and gauge how you can change the conversation to get them back on side. As well as that, humor and a bit of lightheartedness really helps in a boardroom, and it helps in a lot of meetings where there is a very serious undertone, and I think people appreciate that icebreaker, because it does add a little bit of calmness and relaxation to the room when people have a laugh. I started the firm when I was 32. I think if I was any younger, I'd be too young. If I spent longer in banking, I don't think it would have yielded any marginal benefit than I would have otherwise achieved. I achieved the certain positions in the bank I did. I had the experience that I needed to have, so it was the right time to go for it. Plus, I'm not married, I don't have kids, so I can take that kind of a risk. And those personal circumstances in your life are actually a very important driver of the decisions, such as running and launching your own business. Life is very short, and the older you get, the faster time goes, without any doubt. So do the things that you want to do and like to do, and don't sit back and regret it. By the same token, even when you do the things that you want to do, things take time. So you have to give it time for a business to thrive, for your comedy skills to improve, for the profile to expand, and for better jobs and better gigs to come about. So it's that kind of dichotomy and trade-off. Do what you like, but at the same time manage that process and your expectations as well as possible.